Good morning, Alta Realty Group agents. This is Kevin Lauren. As most of you know, I'm the Director of Training and Marketing here. And today I'm joined by Bill Seitz as well as Travis Breton. Bill, good morning. Can you hear us?
Hey, good morning, Kevin. Yes, I can hear you.
All right, perfect. Excellent. And of course, we also have Travis. Let me bring Travis on the line as well. Good morning, Travis.
Good morning, Kevin. How's it going?
Near perfect. Great. So today and first of all, I want to welcome a few of our new agents. We've got Melanie Barnes and Mary Lanterman on the line, two new agents with Alta. Really excited to have you two as part of our growing team. So welcome to the webinar, ladies. And so today, this is a great webinar. We're going to talk about our client welcome kit, which is one of my favorite little things to do. So the client welcome kit can be used both as a preliminary piece to a prospect. It can also be used to drum up old business and to send this piece to your sphere of influence and any past prospects, really anybody. So it's a great way to engage or re-engage with past clients. So let me bring up our first slide. So really the aim of this client welcome kit is, first of all, to provide useful tips and expert advice to buyers and sellers, and also show the advantages of working with you. You know, you want to make sure that these people know that you're the right person to work with because you've got all of the right systems and information and all that kind of stuff. So what we do is we make a very specific client welcome kit. And that way we can, make this communication really good for everybody. So let me go into a couple of these slides. So the first part of the client welcome kit is just a really quick, bio about yourself. We just want to have a short bio, nothing longer than this, just really short. You can use this as a kind of a template, but it really should be, your personalized, bio. Let's see, one second here. So the second thing, and really, the client welcome kit can have a lot of different things in it. And I want you guys to use this as something for you to think about what you would put in your client welcome kit. So things to put in are home buying resources. So you may want to have a couple of links to some really good articles and things like that you know of. And so you want to provide those links and those interesting homebuyer resources perhaps to your clients. So that's an easy one. Another slide that you can create is a home selling resources. So same thing there. You just, maybe have a couple of different links that you want to send them. In this case, these are YouTube videos for home preparation, pricing strategies, go-to-market plan, sample marketing video, all kinds of stuff. So really cool things there. Another one.
Kevin.
Yes, sir.
I think that the YouTube video for the home preparation is really good. Most people, when they prepare their home for sale or don't prepare their home for sale, really miss out on some opportunities to get more valuation for their home because they don't do simple things to get their home ready for sale. And I think a video is a good way to show them visually instead of reading an article or something like that, where they can actually watch and actually see somebody do those things to their home so they can get ideas or get the contractor in to do whatever it is to prepare it for sale.
Well, for sure. And then, that way, and each of these little things that you're providing to your prospects, they're adding value. You are giving them really important information that they're going to use. So a little bit tough to make sure that we're getting all of the right information to our clients. But this is a great way to do it. Video is perfect, as we've been talking about over the last couple of months. Video is so powerful. So yeah, and a really good idea is maybe make yourself a video about staging. Maybe that's one of your areas of expertise. So really a great idea to do that. Another thing that you want to put into your client welcome kit is just the fact that you're going to be providing monthly reports, or you're going to be providing your prospects with valuable information about homes in their area. And so, of course, one way that we can do that is through our agent marketing system. We can set our prospects up with a specific IDX search, and so they'll get an email every couple of days about anything that has changed in their market, in their price range, in the city that they select. So you're just setting your clients up for that. And so you're making sure that they can, they're going to know that they're going to get information from you on a monthly basis, and really on a weekly basis with our IDX system. So great idea. Put that kind of a slide into your client welcome kit. So another one is, I've been touting this forever, is our giveaway. Create a referral giveaway, give away something. And so each of our agents should have whether it's a monthly contest or a quarterly contest, you want to be rewarding your prospects and your sphere of influence people for referring you business. And so the only way that you can do that legally is to create a contest. You can't just pay them for, you send me a lead, I'm going to send you an iPhone. No, that doesn't work that way. So the way that you can do that legally is you can just enter everybody into a referral contest. And then, once a quarter, once a month, you put all those names into a hat, you pull them out, and you say, hey, John Smith won the iPad this week or this quarter. A great thing to do is quarterly is a great way to do it. Just it's easier on your budget. But quarterly is great too, because you can do a seasonal kind of a giveaway. So in the summer, maybe you give away a grill. Maybe in the winter you give away something that's winter style. So great. Another slide to put into your client welcome kit is to let them know that you have this referral giveaway, and you are constantly asking for referrals from your clients. Travis, do you have anything to add to that? I know you're really big on referrals.
No, but getting that built up. I mean, it will start kind of small, but if it's something that you stick with, especially if it's on a quarterly basis, it doesn't. Maybe you don't have the budget to start with a new grill or something like that, but just start with something, whatever fits in your budget, and you will see it grow over time. And as it grows, more and more people will want to get into it. And, the clients will be more excited about it when the prizes start getting a little bit bigger, because obviously your budget will grow as well.
Yeah. And the other thing that you're doing there is you're training your clients to know that, and you're right. Maybe the first time you put this thing out there and you tell your clients about this, maybe you don't get that many referrals. But if you are consistent with this and you do this every quarter, you're training your clients about this. The other thing that you're doing is you're being top of mind. And so it's just, sales 101. We've got to be top of mind with our prospects, because we all know that, life changes, things happen, and all of a sudden they need to buy or sell a home. And a lot of times people don't even think about it. They don't even care. This is all just noise to them until they have a need. And then you've got to be top of mind. You got to be there. And so this is a great way to stay top of mind and to continually be asking for referrals. So a great little spot, or a great little slide to put into your client market or your client welcome kit. Then I've got a great program where we can, have our home buyer direct access program. So we're going to make sure that our clients have market updates, private tours, scheduled private viewings. I mean, this is all regular stuff that every realtor does, but it sounds nice. And to put this into a nice slide and create a program for this, it just makes you a little bit more professional and a little bit more organized. So a really, really good idea is to, create a little slide like this, just letting them know all of the different things that you're going to be able to do for them. But as we all know, this is all regular, business 101 kind of stuff. Another slide that you can have is a home buying advantages slide. So, you can let your prospects know that, each week you can, spend countless hours researching and previewing homes on the market. But we're going to be able to go ahead and, like I said before, we're going to be able to make sure they get information about their specific market. So really, really important there. And then a few other things that we can add as part of our client welcome kit are, blow this up real quick. All right, so a expert home value analysis. So of course, every agent on the line knows how to do CMAs, and so this is just letting them know that, hey, we can give you a comprehensive pricing assessment of your home's potential value. It's just a CMA, but putting a nice little slide together like this that looks good and details out what you do helps your clients understand the scope of your business and what you can do. So very, very important to let them know about that as well. And then actually I had a couple of PDFs that I want to pull up. They went away, so let me pull these guys up. Apologize. So here's a nice little PDF that Marcella created with this was created through Breakthrough Broker. So it's a cool little slide, secrets for a stress-free transaction. Great, it's got Marcella's information. It's got, things, laying out exactly what she does. And so why not throw a little slide like this in? Really, really cool. Another slide is, one second here. Our ARG moving checklist. So this is available in our ARG Resource Center. And so this is a really cool checklist to help your clients understand, things about moving and moving tips and things that go on with moving. So this is a great little checklist to send someone. And again, it's available in our Agent Resource Center. And I'll pull the Agent Resource Center up real quick because I want to show you where these are located. You can, with our Agent Resource Center, you can also print up all of these different slides and put them into a lovely folder. Here's our ARG folders, look really slick. And you can go ahead and present this client welcome kit in a folder in person. So there's probably certain clients that warrant that. Other clients, you're going to want to just go ahead and email these PDFs or these this little booklet to any of your clients. And then when you email that booklet out, you want to let everybody know that, hey, go ahead and send this to any of your friends and family or anybody that you know that could benefit from this nice client welcome kit. So again, you're getting, it's a way to add referrals. What a great way to continue to ask for referrals. Bill, do you have anything to add there?
I do like the folders. I do like the tangible, giving something to somebody. I do like the act of handing something to somebody. I think in this context anyways, because I think on the digital side, it's very easy to either miss the email, skip the email, delete the email, but you can do a follow-up with the email. So I'm not saying that's the horrible way, or it's a cost-effective way for sure.
Yeah.
Sending out, printed materials does cost more money, does add to our budget. But I do find that the act of giving something to somebody is really important. And I feel that even when I was holding open houses, I was doing open house for high-end homes, back in 2008, 2009, when the market was really rough. We would do these really high-end flyers, and I noticed that people wouldn't throw them away because they were done so nicely that people have a hard time throwing away a nice piece of a nice brochure or a nice picture of a beautiful home or something that they'll stick around a little bit longer. So yes, they do probably end up in the trash can at some point, but they will stay on the coffee table for a few days. They will stay in the car seat for a few days. They will have a little more life to them. And I think that's something that depending on if you're giving out to a certain client base that you're maybe connected with, that you really, maybe your warm sphere of influence, it's a really good way to go about it.
Yeah, for sure. So what I really like is, having that flexibility. And so there's really, you're not going to print this up and and put it in a nice folder for all of your clients. But there's definitely some that warrant that. So, obviously you guys can make that decision and know that, the email portion of it works as well. So, and especially if you're re-emailing that out, and if you're, that thing gets a lot of traction. So it's a really, really great strategy on how to, again, re-engage past clients, make sure that new prospects know exactly what your program is, exactly what your, areas of expertise are, and how you're going to help them. So really, really powerful stuff. And of course, you guys, we do have a chat feature. So if you have any questions about anything that we're going over, please don't hesitate to use the chat feature. And the other thing that I want to say, I mentioned at the beginning, is, this is just ideas on what to put in. You guys are experts in certain things. You guys, you can make this really about yourself and make or customize, so it really reflects you and what you do as a realtor. So just use what we talked about today as a base. And then as always, I always, encourage you guys to schedule a one-on-one screen share meeting with me if we really want to get into the nuts and bolts of some of this stuff and actually get it done. So, and the way to do that is to go to our calendly.com/Alta Realty Group, and you can schedule a meeting with me. So super easy. And so I don't see any other questions in the chat. So that is the basis of what I wanted to talk about today. However, Bill, I know that you've got some good insight on what's going on in the mortgage world. So what's happening over there?
Real quick, yeah. Can I just pipe in before Bill?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely,
okay.
Travis.
So let's just, as we're talking through this stuff, remember that timing is a big thing. And, we're always looking at, 4 reasons to reach out to a client. So if we're talking about re-engaging a previous client, and maybe, you were working with that client a few years ago and you weren't with Alta Realty Group at the time, a good time to reach out and say, hey, I made the move over to Alta. Here's my program. Here's what we have going on. Here's my value proposition, basically.
Yeah.
And, think about how you want to deliver it. Maybe you want to deliver it via email and direct mail. And maybe the direct mail, if you're using the marketing folder, like what's up on the screen right now, and you're putting everything inside there, think about sending it, slowly. You said it's slow through FedEx for, a decent price, but they're always going to open a FedEx package. Always.
Everyone will open FedEx.
Yeah, they will open the FedEx package. They will see the nice folder. They will see your presentation inside. They're probably going to look through it, especially if they recognize the name. And I also had come across a thread, actually just a few weeks ago, of this realtor and his higher net worth clients or people that he knows in the area that he's trying to develop a relationship with. He would send out basically his value proposition, basically a client welcome kit, and he would send it in a gold foil envelope, a shiny gold foil envelope. And the chances of that being opened are also very, very high. Probably it's got to be 100%. I mean, I would open a gold foil envelope if that sent me. So, just think about the timing. When you talked to your client last, were you with a different company? Maybe you've moved over to us recently. That's an awesome time to reach out to all your clients. Say, hey, I need to move. Here's what I'm doing. Here's my value proposition, and get some re-engagement going.
Absolutely. No, really good point, Travis. We're always looking for reasons to contact our prospects. This is a perfect reason, especially as you said, if you just moved to Alta. And say, hey, I'm now with Alta, got an awesome new website, got all these great programs. Here I am. I'm ready to go when you are, right?
Yep.
Perfect. Travis, again, really, really good insights. I appreciate that. And with that, Bill, take it away.
Yep. Well, real quick, we'll close it out with, we're kind of doing things in reverse here, but that's okay. We can change things up. But as Kevin kind of always mentions in different, marketing, avenues about the newsletter and pushing content out to your clientele and having that database, I'm big on the newsletter. Kevin has talked about it ad nauseum. We continue to endorse a newsletter. And this week, I do a newsletter like most of you. I send it out digitally, and I do it pretty much religiously. And Kevin, you can attest to that. I get it out to you every week, right?
Yep.
This week, I just wanted to share something. It has something related to finance, but it's more directly to consumer finance. And this is actually what I'm going to be sending out this week, and I think it's worth sharing with you guys. It's about, the title is Risky Places for Your Debit Card. And once again, since it's not directly related to home sales, but it is directed potentially towards your credit score or your personal finances. And I do think when I come across certain things, it's important to share with you guys. And I'll just go through this really quickly. So debit cards and credit cards seem like they're the same, but they're not. And when I started reading through this, I was like, wow, this is really interesting. And the difference is how unauthorized charges are handled. So if you spot a fraudulent charge on your credit card versus your debit card, it's going to be handled completely differently, right? So with your credit card, someone steals your information, does a fraudulent charge or unauthorized charge, you can dispute it. You can go to, Visa, MasterCard, and you can dispute it, and most likely they're going to remove that charge off of your card. With a debit card, they're basically taking the money straight out of your account, right? It's not on credit. It's actually money that they've actually siphoned out of your account through one of a few different methods that people that are taking money, that are, doing this types of business, it's the way they're operating. And I wanted to share the four most likely places you're going to come across this. And I'm sure we could all guess a few of them. One is outdoor ATMs. Number 2, gas stations. Number 3, online purchases. Probably no surprise there. And number 4, bars and restaurants. So these are the 4 areas where you really have to be mindful of protecting your debit cards. Your credit cards, like I said, usually if there's a fraudulent charge, you can have it removed. You can dispute it. It'd be a little bit of a headache, a little bit of an issue. Very difficult to get the money back if it's off a debit card. The way that they do this at the outdoor ATMs or gas stations, it's called skimming. And it's a method of capturing a bank customer's card information by running it through a machine that reads the card's magnetic stripe. So these guys are very sophisticated, and they're able to basically read your card's info that they can get off of the magnetic strip.
So Bill, don't they place like a small device over where you're normally
they do.
Credit card? Okay.
That's right. That's right. Number 3 was online purchases. Obviously, with people, basically middlemen can listen in, or they're listening into the, basically it's called like a man-in-the-middle attack, where somebody's basically eavesdropping on the communications through the internet or through the wireless network. And so we all know that does happen. We hear about it all the time in the news. We hear about data breaches. We talk about people's information getting compromised, and major companies, big companies. So it happens all the time. And the last one is bars and restaurants. Well, when you give your debit card or credit card to the waiter or waitress, if they are not, if they have bad intentions in mind, and they take your card in the back and have a little card reader, they swipe it and off they go with your information. And so I'll finish with this, and this is where it really makes sense. If you have cash in your checking account or your debit that's tied to your debit card, keep just a little bit in that account. Keep your cash in your savings account. That way it's not directly tied to your debit card. And then I would just get in the habit too of using your credit card in a lot of these locations. One, you're probably have it tied to miles or some sort of incentive, which is always a good thing. I finally got my act together a few years ago. Now I actually have a fair bit of miles added up. But you really just want to make sure that you prevent this type of stuff, and it'll keep your life much more easier to manage. And I just want to share that with everybody. I think it's important. And that's it. Next week we'll have something a little more related to mortgage and direct mortgage, but I think you guys all appreciate that we try to find stuff that's valuable for you guys and stuff that we can share on a weekly basis.
Heck yeah, Bill. No, that's really important. I didn't really think about that. And so, yeah, why not use credit cards in those areas, and, don't have your ATM or your checking account exposed like that. That's a really, really good point for sure. So Bill, thank you very much for being on the webinar this morning. Travis, really appreciate you and your insight on the webinar as always. And Alta Realty Group agents, get out there, make it a great day and a fantastic week. And we will see you guys on the webinar next week. We're actually going to have the webinar on Thursday next week. And so I will get all the invites out to everybody as usual. So again, thanks for being on the webinar. We'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.